Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kid Show. Today we are talking about the Mario movie because I think it's really important, honestly. And personally, I have not seen the Mario movie yet, but this news is so reassuring for me. I will be seeing it next weekend with the bestie, and I'm really excited because of all the good things I've been hearing overall. From people that, let me name drop some people. Osnod, who absolutely loved it. Mo Chocolate, who was ecstatic about it. Slow mo clap. Yo, his kids absolutely loved the film, and it was pretty damn good by his own standards. People that genuinely have pretty decent takes, man, are loving the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So I'm excited to check it out myself. But it's just interesting, man. This really sets the table with what has been going on with the entertainment industry and particularly with children's entertainment. So, mind you, let's just get into the nitty-gritty, guys. So basically Rotten Tomatoes dropped the critic review score, and obviously I don't value any of this stuff. Unfortunately, the general audience does. People on Twitter do. So just gonna make fun and clown this stupid metric, but critics came out and slammed this film. And from what I've seen, the critics' biggest complaints are, yeah, this is made for children. So the fact that, I'm an adult and don't enjoy it because it's made for children, I'm going to give it a shit score because of that. Or the second reason, which is absolutely hilarious, that is apparently if you don't play Mario games, then you won't get it. So basically, the biggest complaint from critics is that it's for the fans. And critics generally seem to absolutely have disdain for fandoms, absolutely hate the fans. Man, you're giving the fans of Mario what they want. Apparently, that's a big no on critics' part. That's like the two biggest complaints I've heard about this film. But the audience, man, look at that audience score, 96%. They are adoring it, man. It seems to be a very common sentiment from what I'm seeing. Critics dump on it because, well, it does what it sets out to do, and the audience absolutely adores it because the Super Mario Bros. Movie does exactly what it set out to do. And look, let's just go into the details of exactly how much money this damn movie is raking in. So, the Hollywood Reporter says box office Super Mario Bros. Headed for record 195 million US opening, 368 million globally. The movie's on course to score the second biggest start of all time for an animated pick at the domestic box office and the biggest worldwide. Elsewhere, Ben Affleck's drama Air is picking up steam. Yeah, sure, right, whatever. Anyway, Illumination and Universal's Nintendo game adaptation, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, grossed 55 million on Friday box office for a 5-day domestic debut of 195 million or more, well ahead of expectations. That is insane, man. The expectations are insane, so I don't want to hear complaints that people aren't going to the movies anymore. They continue. The mega opening includes a projected 137 million for the 3-day weekend, which would pass up Finding Dory, the ranking of the second biggest start of all time for the animated film behind Incredibles 2, not adjusted for inflation. And overseas, Super Mario looks to be starting off with 173 million for a 368 million start, the top showing ever for an animated title after supplanting Frozen 2 at 358 million. Super Mario's bow is already assured of scoring the top opening ever for a video game adaptation. The best start ever for Chris Mellon, whatever the fuck's Illumination. Illumination seems to do good work. Apparently, they did Minions, and what I've seen from Illumination is that they make straight up kids movies, no nonsense. Minions to me just seems like mindless, fodder, but kids like it, and it's one of those things that you seem to not have to be concerned with taking your children to. So that's always a plus. Home of Despicable Me and Minions, the top opening of 2023 to date. It would also be the second biggest 5-day launch in history behind Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, as well as near record Easter holiday gross. This, man, this is great to see. Honestly, it's great to see this. And it's one of those things where, like, and we have to bring Disney into the fold because it's like, look, you know, when it comes to just what we're seeing, man, it seems as though to me, Universal Pictures is just killing it with kids movies. Me and my best friend recently saw Puss in Boots: The Last Witch. That film is an amazing film. So well done, not just from a children's perspective, but it's one of those, it's a family friendly film. Your kids will absolutely love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And if you're an adult going with your children, or if you're just me and my dumbass and my friend that just want to go watch cats kick ass, there is enough there for an adult to chew on and enjoy. And and that's what entertainment used to be back in the day, like for children. Like children would watch it, but it's also consumable for adults. A lot of entertainment in modern day, I don't know who it's for. And Disney makes a lot of that. Look at like Lightyear and Strange World. Like, this is not for children. Like, the biggest thing that these two films touted was LGBTQ plus representation. Okay, like, nobody wants to bring sexuality into children's films, and it seems as though Disney is absolutely like doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down. And guess what that gives them? Losses. They lost so much money, and they continue to lose money because they do not want to adhere to the simple reality that people do not want political jargon, social political politics, and my complaints of my representation and all that shit in the films for children. Okay, keep sexuality out of children's films. It's that simple. Super Mario Bros. Didn't include any of that nonsense. It is making bags and bags of money. Puss in Boots also did really well at the box office just for simply being good for kids to watch. Disney, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't trust anything Disney. I definitely wouldn't take kids to watch Disney flicks in 2023. They can't be trusted. And it shows that the people have spoken. Disney used to be one of the greatest providers of child entertainment. I grew up on Disney. Everyone I knew grew up on Disney films, man. Disney entertainment, and they respected the parents as well as the children. They don't do that in modern day. And people have spoken. And, Disney needs to wake the F up. That's why it's super important to talk about this Mario film and how people do want to go, families, children, want to go to the movie theaters. So when your latest Disney film flops, inevitably, there's nothing to blame other than how Disney is running their business into the fucking ground. So people want to go to the movies. They just want to watch good film that's trustworthy, that you don't have to be concerned with taking your children to. And honestly, man, huge shout out to the homie right here, Juno Maxwell. Love Juno. Absolutely just stomps on these clowns on Twitter. And Juno brings up a good point in regards to the Super Mario movie. He said, Super Mario movie already premiered with incredible 3.17 million on just Wednesday preview. Can't wait to laugh at Disney, who flopped with Lightyear and Strange World. The box office, what Juno goes on to say is, this proves that families are willing to take their kids to see actual fun entertainment, not the woke garbage that Disney keeps desperately trying to force in their animated properties. This is a win-win. Fans get good movie and Disney gets embarrassed, and they absolutely fucking deserve to be embarrassed. And it's like, these Disney stans on Twitter, they just never ever stop. They say the Super Mario Bros. Movie has literally nothing to do with Disney. You're right. And that's why it's a success. Whereas Disney's stuff in modern day is a complete total failure. But when voicing what children and parents want for their children, it is worth voicing that Disney is not providing it. And obviously I had to go in and say it does, because Disney has been dethroned with ease and thrown into the trash where it belongs. And obviously, you got your Disney's. Disney didn't even release anything around this time. You Disney haters reek of desperation. Grow up. Oh my god. And literally, I just have to be extra as hell. And I said, if they did, it would be a stank ass flop of a movie. And you here defending Disney while telling people to grow up. Stupidity at its finest. And it just continues on, man. Disney stands are as trash as Disney themselves, continuing to defend absolute nonsense, and also really needs to be voiced. Huge shout out to Nintendo here for quality control and really making sure that this film is representative of Nintendo as a brand as well as Mario. The great thing is, man, for the most part, when it comes to Nintendo content, mind you, I have a lot of criticism for Nintendo as a company, especially in the gaming space. But the one thing you really don't have to be concerned with when it comes with Nintendo, and I really can't think of any instances otherwise, but when it comes to children's content, they don't have any social political jargon in it. Typically, parents don't have to be concerned with what they have going on. They typically just make straight-laced content for children, and it seems as though the Super Mario Bros. Movie is exactly that. So when we see companies do right, not just by the children, but by the parents as well, we must, support financially as well as verbally, and really just give them a huge shout out on this. And overall reward good companies that do right when there's companies like Disney that continue to shit the bed, double, triple, quadruple down, and just really spit in the face of their consumers. So Nintendo ain't about that. They're gonna do the right thing, and clearly they've shown that here, and it deserves reward overall. There's still great content out there, guys, and Nintendo has just brought it to the table for us. But yeah, I appreciate Nintendo on that. But it's also, important to say that the Super Mario Bros. Movie, man, absolutely proved the critics wrong and took a massive shit on Disney. And I love every minute of it, and I will bask in it, man, and rejoice. And I am excited to watch this film. I can't wait, but I don't like to go to the movies alone, and that's why I'm waiting. So I will just take this as a dub, and just it makes my anticipation even greater. And I want to support this. That's why I'm going to be that back end dough that Nintendo is going to make to just show that we want good entertainment again. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, basically everyone behind this Illumination, as well as Universal, for doing the right thing. And it's sad that we don't just simply assume everything's going to be, all these companies are just going to do the right thing so that they can make their money and we get good products. Unfortunately, that's like a lost art in 2023, but we must definitely, when companies do good, reward and appreciate. That's really what it boils down to, guys. Let me know what you think about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Please avoid spoilers if at all possible, but if you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and just what you think of the fallout, the positive fallout, I should say, in smashing, hitting a home run with butthurt loser ass critics, and sticking it to Disney with just shining like a bright star. That is the Super Mario Bros. Movie. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Consider becoming a member if you'd like to have access to my growing Discord.